Is everyone okay walking past a dead rat? Surprisingly, everyone said yes to our guide Cindy Schwartz Day from Cartwheel Art Tours. Although a couple of people, wisely, did hold their noses. That rat was just one of the many surprises you'll find if you join Cindy on this tour of a fascinating part of historic Los Angeles. We started out on East 6th Street in the old downtown part of the city. Watch your step, Cindy said. That was once a piano store we just walked through, but look down here, she said as she led her group, a mix of locals and tourists, down some steep stairs and into a basement. And there it was. This was one of the many speakeasies that sprung up under the buildings and streets of La in the 1920s. Prohibition drove the drinkers underground. It seems unimaginable these days, but back then religious groups convinced Congress to push through a law banning the drinking of alcohol right across America. And it stayed in place for 13 years. So, in no time illegal bars, or speakeasies as they were called, sprung up. Americans found many ingenious ways to get a drink or three. Most of them, like this now deserted bar Cindy took us to, were in basements of buildings. This one still had the original almost Disney-style hand-painted murals on the walls. The kitchen area was still recognizable. Right through here is the tunnel, Cindy said, where people would move underground from bar to bar. There was a dance floor right here. Historian and writer Sandy Hemerley explained what it might have been like here 90 years ago. Dancing, drinking, music, but very soft because you had to speak easy, quietly, because the cops who were out here drinking themselves would find you out. The tunnels crisscross everywhere under downtown Los Angeles, which is now seeing a rebirth after the bad old years of the 1980s and 90s when many parts of the city became almost no-go zones. We walked a few blocks away and under what was one of Los Prestige hotels, we found a true speakeasy time capsule. The perfectly preserved oak bar, the icebox using for chilling beer, and the piano still sitting here, all these years on. The tour finished at the historic and still operating Coles Pacific Electric Buffet on 6th Street, where, during Prohibition, all you could get were soft drinks. But you did have to go far to get a taste of the hard stuff. Cindy took us to the rear of the restaurant. Behind that door is a secret bar called the Varnish, she said. It's been refurbished but not changed, and the original fittings, including the cash register and 1920s phone, are still on show. It's one of a few original La speakeasies still operating and opens every day at 7 p.m. Prohibition ended in 1933 after the liquor ban proved to be an outright failure, leaving President Franklin D. Roosevelt to utter the memorable words, "What America needs now is a drink." Copyright 9 Digital Proprietary Limited 2017.